trade. Let's see what we got here. So I want to go to intro, set this up. Man, we got some things to go over. Oh man. This week has been one of those weeks that I definitely lost some confidence. And I just did not realize at the moments that I just should have just followed the system, man. But we'll go over that in a second. I'll get this in here. And where are they? Down. There we go. And there. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Make sure everything is showing up. There we go. Testing 1, 2, 3. We got the volume. Nice. All right, so yeah, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, so first off, this week has been a travesty for my trades. Kind of broke my own system down, and well, I didn't break my own system down. I broke myself down outside of the system, trading things that just shouldn't have been touched. So let's go over some of this stuff. This week, I took 2 trades that really kind of just killed the month. Not really killed the month yet, but you know, they definitely put a damper on the month. Yesterday took a trade, lost $500 on it, max loss. Haven't had that much of a loss since January. And then the day before, guess what? Lost a little bit more. So let's actually click into these and see what led up to these. So starting with the end of the month on January 30 or July 31st, let me go to this one. This was an Nvidia trade. And so this is my issue. When I'm getting in, the system, the way that the system is set up, I'm supposed to be putting a hard stop in and just getting stopped out. Look, it went up 19, then I'm down, right? But I've been holding a little bit through that stop. Now this one wasn't that bad though. This one went down what? Almost $100. So that did get pretty nifty there. But the max loss on the day is 500. So looking at where it swung up to though, we saw it swung up here to 90 something dollars. Now, did I take $90 worth of profit? Absolutely not. I actually got stopped out on the way down. So the biggest thing that I've been dealing with during this is taking profit while I have it. So that was an Nvidia trade. Meta I got stopped out on. That was a low buy. SOXS, kind of the same thing. Got stopped out with $65. But when you look at the equity curve, or not the equity curve, where it actually was, got stopped out, held through a massive downturn, 350, and then it came back up here to 185, and I didn't take that profit, and just held and held and held, and then got stopped out with 65. So just giving back too much profit in the trade and not taking what's there is has been my issue these last 2 weeks. They've been green trades, but I've kind of given them so much room to run. I'm not taking money, you know. Let's jump over here to the next one. Which one was it? This one, SOSX. Here's $78. Same story. Took $78, went up 100. 97, didn't take anything off, and then it started dropping, drop. Then it came back up. And what I'm realizing with these stocks, it's giving me multiple times for entries. So this right here could have been one entry, take that 100, and then it dips down, and then I get a better entry down here, and it comes back up. So it gave me 2 entry points there that I could have benefited from. Let's go to the next one. SOS. This was the TQQ one. I took 100. Now this one I took profit in the profit. I didn't give it time to even play around with me. So this one I was at break even, went down like $4, $5, and then was up 87, 87, 20, 124, and I was just taking. I was taking off all of these little up spikes, taking the profit. And then the hammers of the month. So this 243, I was 243, but let's look at what the actual equity was doing. Went down, 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 never stopped, and it just went down, came back up a little bit, and I just got out. I was like, you know what? I think it's going to continue down, which it did. And if you look right here, I got in on the charts. This is the 1 minute. Let's look at the 15-minute. Okay. Got in here looking for the break of 58, and I stopped out right here at 56, and look where it ended, 51. So that stop out did save me from quite a bit of a fallout, but it was just too much going on these trades that I just ignored. And then SOSX yesterday, I don't know if the equity is out here yet from a day ago. No, it's not out here, but I did take screenshots and things like that. Took the trade here. A couple of things. This stock was already red on the day when I started trading. It was down like negative 15%. And I was looking at the spot thinking, okay, well, this thing can flip over and it can do X, Y, and Z and blah, blah, blah. But that did not happen. So what I want to focus on going into the next coming weeks is only trading those green stocks. Now, one thing that got me right here on this trade, TQQs, it was green and it failed on me. And so I was like, man, that didn't work. So maybe I should switch it up. I shouldn't have switched it up. I should just keep doing what I'm doing, looking for that ATR high break and getting those higher movements. Like here, this one, the 58 was like right at the ATR highs, and I should have set my stop right there. And if it wanted to continue, great. If it wanted to pump down, get out. I should have been getting out right around this 58 break. I was in at 58.22, I believe. Yeah, 58.22. My stop should have been 20 cents below that at the whole dollar level. It broke that whole dollar level and got going down. Now, eventually, I took enough pain that I was like, okay, I got to get out of here. $2 loss, got to get out. It was $250, and so I jumped out of that. But these two last trades have been a absolute hammer on the month. So I just got to work to get back over this hump and really focus on what I got going. The other thing is I did take notes on these as well during the day. So here are the images that I had. So the SPY, this was the SPY, and this was the cues that I was following. And I traded against my own strategy, right? The strategy, it says, okay, if something is above the ATR highs, it is bullish. And if it is below the ATR lows, it is bearish. The cues got up, and I was looking for it to reverse back. Looking for it to reverse back. It never did. It came up here, consolidated, and this is where I took that $500 loss, that break above this level. It was holding all day, broke above it, and I just got torched. Let's look at another one. I just got torched. This was SOS that I traded. It was below the ATR lows. And so it got going and it just kept going down. And so I took that L, took the L trading against my strategy in something that was completely not in the system. It was red on the day already. It was big bearish, blah, blah, blah. Everything was just like, oh, I shouldn't have took this trade. But that's okay. At least I kind of see what I did wrong and all of that stuff. I just should not. Look at that. And then I got slippage. That was the crazy thing. I had it set at exactly $500. Then I got slippage, $60 of slippage on this thing. So yeah, I was hurting all around. So I was like, okay, let's just get back on the horse and leave. Because in the morning, when I was looking at the Qs go up here to the ATR highs, I was looking at TQQ and I was like, man, this thing looks like it's going to go up. It's up around these bullish levels. But then I saw the extension down there on the SOX and the inverses. So wait, not this one. I saw the extension down here and I was like, man, this thing can reverse. But that was too much hope. It could reverse, but it wasn't. So taking this trade down here was just a detriment to the account. And it's one of those things like, yeah, I realized what I did and just got to get back on the horse, see what's green on today. And that today SOXS is actually green. So it's like, uh, I gave back the profits that I made on it and some more on SOS. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at the scans and see what's going on over here. So over here today, we got ITIT up. Let me clear some of this stuff that I was looking at. Well, actually, I'm gonna leave that on there. I need that because it is green on today, which is SOXS. The SPY is still right there at the 530s. Look over here on the 15-minute chart. We can see that it came up here. It kind of flattened around these 530s, and it's just holding here. Back over here though. ITIT is one we'll look into. Well, you know, that looks like an acquisition. That looks like a straight up acquisition from 4 up to 708 with no real other movement. We'll look into the news on that one. MGOL is another one that is trading around. It is a low float. We'll look into the news on that one. TSM looks like it follows the SPY, and the SPY is going down as of right now. So kind of just looking through. Okay, so these are the ones that I'm seeing right now. SOXS, the inverse that is now green on the day. ITIT and MGOL. So let's see what these have in store for us. MGOL. Go over here to the news. And we'll start with ITIT first. It looks like an acquisition. Iterus. Just a travesty this week. 2 days wiping out everything. Not everything, but you know, 2 days wiping out the month, basically. But it's the 9th day of the month, so we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 days of recovery. And I'm going to be working hard to just take the profit while it's there. I mean, I'm up 100, 200 bucks. It's like, bro, take the profit and just build the cushion back. You know, two $200 trades and I'm back over the top, right? And really my aim right now is just break even on the month. I'm not too worried about some big winner. I just want to get back to break even and that's it. And go into next month looking good. But anyway, the news on this one, Iterus to be acquired by Almaviva for $335 million. Okay. This was 7 hours ago, and it's already made this huge move up. Iterus shareholders will receive $7.20. So it's super close to that. So that's why I'm not even worried about this on the day. It's already at the price that it said it was going to be at. Next one is, I'm going to take that one off. Next one is MGOL. MGOL at $5.60. Let's look at any news that it's had. Last news was on July 16th. They released preliminary second quarter 2024 results and comments on key business highlights. Okay. So that's something. And then they did a reverse stock split back on July 12th. Okay. It's not killer news, but you know, it's up there. It has an ATR of $1.05. But we'll see. Right now, I'm focused on what is green on the day, what is getting volume, and what has range. So ITIT range of 18 cents. Now that's probably gonna go up a lot because of the acquisition move, but it doesn't really, it's not gonna move it that much. Maybe it'll move up to like maybe 30 cents or so. As far as MGOL, it has an ATR of $1.05, so it can definitely move, but It's on a little bit of no catalyst from last month. TSM is up 2%. Let's see if it has any kind of news here. TSM. This is the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. Last news was April 24th, 2024, up 2%. So not a whole lot of heat over there. That's probably why it has less volume than other things up here on the scans. And then SOS, which is green on the day. I'm going to be watching that one. And of course, I know that SQs, anything that is inverse the market while it's red is what I want to be focused on, because I'm not seeing much other catalyst here. But I will be watching closely. I only want to focus on the green. What is green on the day? Whether it is, following the market, not following the market, whatever. I want to focus on where the buyers are attacking. And today, SOS, let's go ahead and look back at its charting. Like I said, it came, made a huge move down. It got me. I paid somebody's bills on the way down, but it is green on today, and we'll see if it can push back up as the SPY is coming on down. What levels could the SPY break down today? Let's look. So looking on the larger time frame for the SPY, we see that it came back into this 520, 530 level really on this downwards move. And it just was over. I just really did not expect it to be as bullish as it was yesterday in this level. And a lot of times we know we hear them say that the market can be just keep going. It can keep doing what it's doing until some prominent, funded company or something, some whale comes in and wants to continue the market going down. But what I was thinking was, yes, this thing is already in an overall downtrend, but on the day, on the week, look how green it is in comparison to the month. I was ready for the month to just reverse, but it wasn't having it. And then on the daily chart, we maximize this. We can see, yes, it came and did a full gap fill in here. So the gap fill is all the way up to the 532s, which it hasn't touched yet. I don't know if it will, but I'm just going to focus on the green on the day and not worry about anything that is red. But yeah, did a gap fill. It does have another gap up here at 542 to 536. So I don't know if it wants to go and fill that one as well, but it definitely filled this first one. So we'll see what it wants to do on today. Now it is Friday, but I don't want to miss opportunities just because it's Friday and I'm like, well, it may sell off or whatever. I want to take the opportunity that is here, dig a little bit out of the hole, get $100 something and just start to chip away so I can get back to break even on the month. And then the other thing, let's see, where we were looking at SOSX. SOSX here. And this one is green on the day. And so at this point, I don't really know what the SPY wants to do. We'll see how the first couple of minutes goes. If the SPY wants to continue being bullish on this bullish week, on a red month, bullish week, I'm like, I just got caught slipping. Got caught slipping against the market. All right, but that is pretty much what I'm seeing today. Let me look at the Qs as well. Now the Qs is what the SQQs and TQQs are actually following, but the Qs are very reactive to the overall market, the SPY and things like that. So the SPY is going down, the Qs probably going down. If the SPY is going up, Qs are probably going up. So looking out here on the Qs, it held this little level here, a previous doji top, kind of like a spinning top, but it looks like a doji on the monthly around the 440s, held that level and came back and is pretty much just sitting, looking to either go higher into the 450s or begin the descent. Now let's look at the daily chart. Daily chart, it also got up here and filled this gap, the first gap, and it also has a gap above this at 450 to 459 that could be filled, or it could just start breaking down from here. Like I said, I'm going to keep my eyes on the green because that's been my saving grace. Even when things are dumping, I'd rather be trading something green. If it's dumping and it's extended downward, I've made money on those because they pop a little bit and I just sell. I just play it like if it's under the, which I didn't do yesterday, if it's under the ATR lows, it's pretty much backside of the move. So I need to take whatever profit I get out, right? Because I was up, a good bit yesterday before I went down. I was up like 120 or something, 130 something. And then I was like, I'll just hold it. It'll reverse. And I didn't play it as the system said to play it, as the backside of the move. Just take the profit, get out. Didn't do it. So I broke my system. Actually, I didn't break my system. I broke, like I said at the beginning, I broke myself and just got greedy, basically. And the other thing is, okay, I'm up 120. Why didn't I have a stop at break even? I was just being stupid. Usually I have a stop at break even immediately. Especially if I'm already up that much. I'm just like, if it does stop me out, it'll stop me out. But I wasn't thinking like that yesterday. I had already taken the red day before that, and I was like, yeah, I think I can make back that red day. That's what messed me up. I was like, I think I can make back that red day. But I should have looked at the trade that was in front of me and said, okay, what am I trying to get out of this trade? Let me just take what I have in front of me and look for the next trade. That's how I should have looked at it. But we'll see today. We have about 8-9 minutes to the bell, and I'll be watching the things that are green on today here. Still have M gold up here. It's a little low float without much news, but people may still attack it because it has that $1.05 ATR. It can get rangy. It has 12 million shares traded on it. Plenty of volume out of the open. Actually, I'll throw it up here just to watch it and see if it fails. And then if it does, I'll focus in on SOSX to be moving higher. See how that one wants to play today. Now, the other thing that I was noticing on some of my trades is I just ignored the wicks that these trades showed me. I think it was on this one. That was Wiki. Yeah, I think it was this one. Okay, so this one right here, this one has some huge wicks here. And I think on the next one, I actually removed all of the lines and things so you can see it clearly. Let me get on the next one right here. So this one, all of these wicks I ignored right here. Like reading candlesticks like this, I mean, came up, wick, dump, came back up, and I entered right up here looking for it to go ahead and break up. Now again, on this one, didn't set any kind of stop in because I thought, hey, this thing can press through these previous levels. I should have looked at this and been like, yo, this thing struggle. And this is a 15-minute. This is on the 15-minute. So big dumps from here, from like 58-ish dollars down here to 56. That's a $2 dump. And I wasn't even in yet. And then it came here, made a inside candle. And then I was looking at this next candle engulf this candle right here. And I was like, okay, this is engulfing. This may be a 3-bar play. It may end up around 59 or so. So let's just give it a try. And I got in there and I was green for a little bit. And then the next dump. And I had to cut it. I had to get on out of there. So yeah, those two trades definitely put a hamper on me this month. But it's okay. I'm just going to go back to the system, say, hey, forget breaking these rules, forget trading anything, everything, and hoping that things do what I want. Let's just go back to the basics. Do what I've been doing. that's been working. I don't know why it's so hard when you're doing something that's been working. Why it's so hard to just continue doing that? You know, I'm just sitting here like, bro, if I just did this, but it's always after the fact. It's like if, but you know, just got to make it a actionable endeavor. I guess you can say. I didn't even show y'all that picture. It's crazy. Y'all wasn't even on the screen. But this is what I was talking about with this the tops here that I should have avoided, should have seen this as weakness. And the ATR was like right in this 58 flat level and it broke it down. That's where my stop should have been, and it would have got me out early, with maybe a $50 loss or $20 loss or something like that, or lower. And I wouldn't have bit the bullet here, below the ATRs. But yep, that's it. Donnell, I was just going over the pandemic that's been happening this week in my trading, and that's about it. Today, I saw MGOL up, checked out. It doesn't really have any catalyst, but we know Fridays can be those days where something goes a little crazy. It does have a bigger ATR though. It has $1.05 ATR, so and maybe it'll go up even more on the open. So we will see what happens there. Hopefully the SPY actually goes red today. I don't really care. See, yesterday I was looking at SOX and it was, I don't know what made me press that buy button, and it was down negative 15, negative 12%, thinking it will pull back up. I don't know what possessed me to press that buy button, but I did. And I just ah oh man. And then after that, it was like bad decision after bad decision. It was like I got into the trade, and I was like, okay, backside of the move, let's play like the backside of the move. And I got in and completely switched up. I was like, well, this thing could go higher and make back my red day. I was up, 120 on the trade. I was like, man, this thing can go higher. I'm gonna let this candle close and see where it goes. And it came back down. And it can continue going down. So just me in the trade, human error. Expect MGOL to drop, looking for 450 support. Okay, okay. So I'm looking at the 15-minute and where it came from. It can't. So it had this little double bottom right here at the three. I guess we can call it the 350 zone, and then it had a little bit of a come down in aftermarket and a gap back up. So it has a little bit of a gap around this 447 and 425 level. And then it also formed a little level right here at the 5. So right under the 5s there. And the high point on this one is 611. So we'll see what happens here. Got about 2 minutes to the bell. About to get it started up. I'll be watching MGOL out of the open. Has a pretty nice ATR. Donnell says he's expecting it to drop. I do too, because of the lack of news. But a lot of times after they drop, they'll kind of resurge. A lot of people see them up and they're like, "Oh my goodness, it's up 50%. Let's go," and they'll attack it. So I want to see what the new ATR here is as well. If it goes up from $1.05 to like $1.20, $1.30 or something with this movement. Less than a minute till open. Let's get it. And this previous point right here isn't really a hard point that's been tested. Had a little doji right here, but it's gonna have to come back and test this 538 here soon. So we'll see what happens at that 538 level. point of control is right here at the 556 for now. And 556. We'll see what happens there. 556. All right, there's the open. ATR is up here. ATR high is at they start at 578, and the full bullish ATR is up here at 597. So we'll see what it wants to check. It's checking both sides right now. Counting through a wick down here to the lows and getting up here to the first ATR high at the 778. Does it want to get, which one does it want to get through though? Does it want to be bullish or bearish on the day is a question. Still up 50%. Looking at the SPY kind of sitting flat. If the SPY starts to break down the ATR lows, I'll be very inclined to take it to the downside. First ATR on the SPY is at 529, but it looks like it's heading up right now. But giving it the first couple of minutes of the market to make a decision if it wants to go down. If it wants to go down, I'm ready to play ball on the inverses. MGOL still has checked both sides of these ATRs here. And so which way does it want to decide? Kind of choppy in here as well. Look at it chopping around. Touching the ATR and jumping down. A little bit more bullish than bearish action, though. It keeps testing this ATR high instead of the ATR lows. ATR right now, ooh, big bump through the ATR highs right there. But as we've seen, this one is a wiki one today. Jumping up there, full ATR high up there is 6 flat. Jumping through the ATR highs, but can it hold? We've seen these wicks. So there's a little bit of pullback, holding a little bit. 611 was the high of the pre-market, and now it is pushed to a new high, but can it hold up the ATRs is the question. Good morning, Lori Lee. Yeah, I did a breakdown at the beginning of this one of the plan of action to mediate the things that have happened this week with the 2 bad trades that I took. You know, just completely ignoring once I got into the trade, I completely ignored my system. Even though I was, you know, going green and all of this, had profit, just completely ignoring it. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do what's been working. I just want to get out here and get my scalp peel back. That's all. But at least I have a plan of action. Now we see it ripping back down in here under the ATR highs. Let's see if it can get back below the 580, 575 really is the first 580s, but 575 zone, but still holding up there a little bit. SOXS going on down, and the SPY kind of sitting sideways. So it hasn't made a decision to go up or down, so I can't do anything with the inverses or whatnot. Let me actually check the Qs as well to see what they are doing. Qs threw a wick up here to the high side, but making their way back as well. Is that negative on the day? Yeah, Qs are red on the day. So I want to see if they can continue, if they can start breaking down these ATR lows on the Qs and on the SPY. The SPY is looking good for a breakdown, and just keep my eyes on those for inverse, because the inverses are green right now, making their way up. And look at this, look at this SPY movement. Tested the ATR highs and looking like it wants to go down. So jumping back over to SOXS. We are testing right now. It would need to start to break over, you know, 30, 25-ish level and start making those higher movements. But as of now, it has not done that. So I'm not going to just be jumping in there. But I'm definitely not trading anything that's following the SPY right now, because they are not looking good. Intel is one that I've been keeping an eye on for a while, looking for it to continue to fall so I can actually add it to my dividend portfolio. Let's see what else is up here. Tesla is red on the day, but it follows the SPY as well. But we're gonna focus on the greens. We're gonna focus on the greens. MGOL coming back into the ATR highs again. So again, these wicks is what I ignored earlier in the week. I was like, man, this got wicks, but I don't care. I'm gonna get in there and just do my thing. And I got totaled, right? There is one up that's called IOVA up 19%, but it doesn't have a great ATR. It has 69 cents in the ATR. Looks like it moved up a little bit. I don't know what the catalyst on this one is, but it's only 3 million shares traded. So going towards 4 million, I don't know. It's in competition with all these other ones. So it's going to definitely have to put its boots on and play ball. SPY has not made a decision yet whether to break down or go up. So, but it is going towards the downside. So if we look over here on the 15-minute on the SPY, looking like it's going to test. I need to see a break of these ATR lows. I want to see it actually start breaking these down and really being bearish. And I haven't seen that yet. MGOL, Donnell with the entry. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Donnell's quick. He's quick with it. He got the trigger fingers of a god. But yeah, he got his. Let's see. He said he got in at 566. So right up in here, right around the open, kinda, and got a push up to 615. 615 up here above the ATR high. Wow, he was quick. Look at this 15-minute candle high slammed down. He was quick. Okay. But we'll see what else happens on MGL. It is getting plenty of volume. It's got almost 20 million shares traded on it. And definitely some high relative volume. I mean, it's a small cap. It hasn't reached 10 times, but it's 5 times its relative volume. Over 5 times. And the SPY is looking like it's going up. All right. Looking like it's going up again. But we're giving it the first couple of minutes to see if it'll fail out on this 530 level. It is Friday, so I don't really want to have to, I really don't want to push it. I want something that's easy, you know, with it being Friday and just being grateful for what I get. If I get 50 bucks, if I get $100, cool. Go ahead and take it. Just to start working my way out into next week. All right, SPY pumping on up there. Looking like it wants to pull a red to green, pushing back up towards these highs. I really would like to see a failure of this and a comeback and a breakdown of 529. That's where I feel I start getting comfortable on the inverses, is the 529 breakdown. But right now it is showing that it does not want to do that. Can it get below the 529s and start to just power down? MGOL back at the 560 level and has not made another real move down here yet to the lows. Well, there it goes to the ATR lows, the first one. So this is where the idea starts that this thing is a little bit bearish, you know, a little bit. And at this point, if it breaks down the full, I would be like, okay, let's trade this like the backside of the move. If it does come up, be grateful, take what you can get, and get on out. But if it continues to hold up here, you know, it may just be a chop factory as we've seen these first couple of weeks do. IOVA coming up here. Well, IOVA, oh my goodness, the shares, it's not a small float at all. I mean, a small cap, it's a small cap almost, but the float is not low at all. It's looking like a chop factory as well. So I don't know about that one. Then we got U up here. I don't know. I can't remember what U is. Let me go look. Unity Software. 17 hours ago, Unity strengthens advertising leadership team with MO, Pub, and Max founder Jim Payne joining the company. All right, so somebody just joined the company. Okay, well, for today, I'm going to take it slow. I'm going to take what I can get. I was thinking, hoping that the SPY will be coming down. It is not. SPY has flipped red to green. It's going to have to crash out for me to do anything with it. As of now, the things that are following the SPY are transitioning from red to green. And I just need to see them hold, because if they started the day on red, the chances that they can continue red is pretty big. So, and that's what I'm seeing over here on the scans. The things that are following the SPY are kind of continuing, like TQQ, SOXL. They're continuing to play around the red, and I don't want to play with that and go long and then they flip sides on me. I would rather focus on what's green right now. Anyway, I got to get to my morning meeting. I will come back after the, not come back to the stream, but I'll be in Discord and I'll come back and look over where the market is settling. Let's look one more time at the SPY at these 530s, becoming quite a bit of a headache here for the SPY. And I want the break of 529. I'm gonna start looking at inverses, looking at entries, and then the break of this 528. I'm definitely gonna be into a downwards move here. And as long as it holds up, as long as it holds under the ATR highs, I would be very interested to play inverses here. But giving it some time, this is the first 15 minutes about to close up. I got to get to my morning meeting. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you like the content, and like the transparency of me getting my scalp peeled back a couple of times this week. That was the beginning of the video. If you want to go back and watch that, that's what I was going over. But if I take any trades, I would definitely let you guys know what I'm watching and what I'm getting into on in the Discord. And yeah, y'all have a great Friday. If you're going to continue trading, keep your head on a swivel. And I'm seeing a lot of bearish action on the SPY. I like it. And as always, oh my goodness, how did I do that? I meant to show y'all this. So the SPY, this is this 15-minute candle. Look at this pullback. Wow. Looking very bearish. I like that look. So I'll be watching SOXS to see if I can profit off of it. Anyway, that is it for today. And as always, I will see you guys. I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. There will be a change coming up on one of the upcoming weeks. I'll let you guys know about it because I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be out, but I'll still get the streams in that week, as it'll just be on different days. So I'll let you guys know. Anyway, that's it for today. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.